Hey, everybody, welcome back to Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. We're speaking with Lafourche Parish's own Brennan Mathern. He's, of course, the Lafourche Parish Sheriff Office. And got a couple things going on. We do have some fireworks to talk about and how to pop safely, where and when you can do that. That'll be a little later on. But we start with a shooting that Craig Weber announced that there was a shooting during the LSU game of all time. So it's like, I guess not everybody was into baseball. Don't want to make light of this, but can you give us the details of that, Brennan?
Yeah, we're still investigating as far as the motive goes, but yeah, essentially we got called out around 8:15 on Monday evening while everyone was tuned into the baseball game, and our deputies and detectives responded to a shooting in Galliano. This occurred in a trailer park in the 17,000 block of Highway 3235 in Galliano. When we arrived, we actually immediately made contact with the suspected shooter, as well as the victim in this case, which was a 27-year-old male. The shooter, who we identified eventually today as Christopher Moore, a 38-year-old from Galliano, has been arrested. Like I said, he was taken into custody immediately. We later questioned him regarding the shooting, and he did admit to his involvement. He was booked into our Lafourche Parish Correctional Complex. He was charged with aggravated battery with a dangerous weapon, which it turns out he had fired a single round from a 22 shotgun or 22 rifle into the victim's torso, into his stomach. And the victim is expected to survive. He's having surgery today to hopefully he'll make a full recovery. But ultimately, Maurer was charged with aggravated battery with a dangerous weapon. He also faces charges of illegal possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. And we also found that he had an outstanding contempt of court warrant. So he's been booked on all three of those charges. Bail has not yet been set.
All right, Brendan. Well, thanks for the update on that. Yeah, it's scary. Anytime you're talking about a trailer park where there's multiple houses and to fire a weapon, that can get really dangerous for sure. Let's take the danger out of fireworks. And Lafourche Parish is open for business. Us from Terrebonne always had to go to Lafourche in the past to get our fireworks, but not everywhere is firework friendly. So tell us about what goes on in Lafourche Parish that way.
Well, from a parish ordinance standpoint, every year we always put out the dates and times where people can buy, sell, and discharge fireworks, like you see here on your screen. And while admittedly the parish ordinance is a bit all over the place with regard to times, we can simplify it for you. Between now and July 2nd, it's 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And that's the times where you could buy, sell, and discharge. On July 3rd and 4th, we extend those times to midnight for obvious reasons, because that's when most people are popping. And then you have one more day on July 5th, back to that 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. time frame, I guess, to light all of those that you didn't get to light on July 3rd and 4th. For Independence Day. But ultimately, those are the dates and times that you can buy, sell, and discharge fireworks. At least, even though the times are kind of all over, at least it's it's the same for everything. So if you see a lot of pop-up vendors have popped up all over Lafourche Parish selling those fireworks. Again, if you can buy them, you can pop them at the same time that you can buy them. So we haven't had a ton of people discharging fireworks up until now. We expect that to continue to pick up, especially with the holiday weekend coming up and 4th of July coming up on Tuesday. But with the times, with regard to the times, that's the easy part, right? It's always the issue of people popping outside of those times and what you should do. Obviously, you can report it to the sheriff's office. We just encourage people to understand that this is a holiday season. And yes, there are times and there's parish ordinances, but just try to be understanding with people, especially with neighbors. And hopefully we don't have any major instances. But surely if someone is popping fireworks outside of those date and times, you can give us a call. We definitely encourage people to pop fireworks safely. And one of the biggest tips that we can give you is to have a bucket of water nearby, so that any of those sparklers or any of those things that you're dealing with, you can completely douse them with water. The last thing you want to do is leave fireworks unattended that you believe to be out, or potentially throw things away that are still smoldering.
Yeah, without a doubt. Especially, look, we've gotten some rain, we've gotten a few things passed through here, but there's a lot of places, it's hit or miss. Some places are still pretty dry, and if you put a sparkler down on a pretty dry place, it can start something going. Hey, July 5th, you got those the prices go down. So you got to go get some bargains. So that's why they do it on July 5th, for sure. But not everywhere can pop them, right? The city of Thibodaux and was it Golden Meadow?
Yeah, that's correct. So everywhere in the unincorporated areas of Lafourche Parish, that means outside of the city of Thibodaux, town of Lockport, and the town of Golden Meadow, everything it goes by those parish ordinances. The town of Lockport ordinance mimics the parish ordinance, which means it's pretty much anything goes within those time frames. However, in the city of Thibodaux, there is a limit. No one can pop fireworks within the city without a special permit, which they do tend to get for their Fourth of July celebration. But additionally, in the town of Golden Meadow, no one is allowed to pop fireworks except in Oak Ridge Park in Golden Meadow. So if you do buy fireworks within the parish, you can go to Oak Ridge Park to pop them, but you cannot just pop them anywhere in a residential area in the town of Golden Meadow.
Yeah, this is also yeah, and that's good, and I'm sure they'll have some big places that'll have community fireworks and that kind of stuff. This also is the time for boating season, and we only got 30 seconds left. We're not here to talk about boating too much, but safety on the water is a very important thing. Same with the fireworks. I know I've been in Grand Isle for fireworks and all that kind of stuff. If you're boating at night, make sure you have the right lights and life preservers and all that too, right?
Yeah, and exactly. And the biggest thing, like we talked about last week on here with our water patrol guys, is make sure you have a float plan that you share with a friend or
Mhm.
family member that knows you're going out and where you're going, and most importantly, what time you're expected back.
Right. All right, Brandon. Well, enjoy your celebrations down there. And LSU did win that game, by the way. I don't know if you knew, but
Yes.
you had to go out to
Yeah,
work.
we did get that update. Thank you.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you coming on the show, and thanks, and have a good 4th of July.
Thank you, Harry. You too.
All right. We'll be right back with more Bite Time after this.